everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to conclude our first playthrough, at least, of her story. So we have gone through everything, and we searched the word link because we were labeling everything with the word link if it had a decent piece of information. We've gone through almost all of the videos. Missing one here, missing a section here, which I don't think we can get. And my determination is that we have seen surprisingly very little of Hannah. It's my determination there are twins, there is Hannah, there is Eve. In almost every interview, it is Eve that shows up. This blue dress here and this speckled dress here on 30 of the 6 month is Hannah. And then as the rest of the interviews go, it's all Eve. Eve is, I believe, showing up trying to cover for Hannah originally, and then eventually just stalling for time. Completely 100% stalling for time so that Hannah can escape. That's what I believe happened. I am fairly certain that it was Eve that's pregnant. It was Eve that was cheating with Simon. So let's see. Do we need anything left? Type in Sam here. There is no Sam. Alright, fine. Something I saw on the internet said that this guy's name was Sam, but there's no mention of Sam at all. Right now. There's nothing here as far as this. There's no hidden extra icons besides the ones we've already found. So we're ready. We are ready now to use the chit chat program that popped up halfway through. I guess you could try and just do that. I guess you could do that too. Just rubbish that. Can you rubbish the rubbish bin? Nope. That would create an infinite loop. So we can mess up we can clean up our desktop here. Put that in there, put that in there, put that in there, and put that in there. Nice clean. Taking out the trash. I don't think you could take this. Yep. Interesting. You can't do this to that though, because then that would just be gone. Anywho, we are ready. So we had this message, SB. How's it going down there? You done? Archive PC? No. I'll hang in a bit longer. Buzz when you're ready. I'm ready to call him. Hey, you done? So I can type in no, and I can type in yes. But as far as other letters, they're not allowing them. So this is a guided response towards the ending. Yes. Good. So you think you understand why your mother did what she did. And so here is the big twist. Your mother was Eve. Is Eve. And I can not no again, yes. And that's it. Yes. I think I understand why she did what she did. Yes. I'm glad, Sarah. I'll be waiting outside. Log off and we can meet over the road. So, Sarah Smith, I don't think would be the right name. I don't know what her last name would be, because she really didn't even have one. So let's go ahead and put chat in there too. Nah, I can't do that. So this happened in 1994. It is, when we look at the clock, and we'll put the log out, the screen back here too. When you look at the clock, it is 16:06:16. Now, when the game came out, it was 16:06:15, which means that puts her at being about 19 years old. So Sarah is looking at this videos when she is 19. I don't think that's super inappropriate, but it's still probably a little inappropriate the way you've just gone, this SB guy has gone about and explained something to me, unless nobody else has figured out what I just figured out, that Eve was stalling for time to protect Hannah. And I hope that's true. People are definitely probably going to put things in the comments going, I totally got the story wrong, and it's very possible I did. I've seen other people, frankly, review or mention this game and say she has multiple personalities. They've clearly said that, some people. But I don't think it's true. We gotta log off. And there's the credits. We'll just sit here and listen to the credits. So we're getting a slightly different skew of the thing. For a full list of sounds, please see sound credits. Wow, you're gonna put the sound credits on your website? Go ahead and put them in the game. You can see there's not a lot of people that worked on this game, but it doesn't quite feel like it was a one-person deal. Now, I definitely would hope that when Her Story 2 comes out, they improve on the graphics of the interface, they improve on the way you interact with it. This is a heavy mouse and keyboard game when it particularly doesn't have to be. There's definitely some improvements that could be made. Now, we know Her Story 2 has just been announced as I'm recording this, and he says that the story is not going to be related to this at all, which should be fine. The trick here is the her in Her Story is Sarah, the character we're playing as, not Eve, not Hannah. I mean, you could attribute it to either one of them, but I would say it's Sarah. Here we have a bunch of people who backed the game, and then they gave like screen names instead of their real names to back a game, which is always ends up with some strange credits that I wish if I was making a game, I wouldn't allow that. I would say you have to give us your real name if you want to be credited. If you don't want to be credited, then fine. I'll say special thanks to all the other fans. Sarah, if you're stuck, you could always try admin random or the unlock command. So now we have continue or or credits as an option. Alright, desktop's the same. We need the database checker back here. Nothing is unlocked. So, admin underscore random. And it just gives me one random video. I wanted to show you also. Oh, this brings up everything. 271 entries when you don't search anything. Access limited to the first 5. I wanted query history. Oh, it's all gone. Oh, I was hoping that that would still be there. We have our session history there. And let's see. Admin unlock. Account unlocked. Query maximum now set to 15. So, really? Access limited to the first 15. If I go admin unlock, it's the same. So that would still hamper me quite a bit. But there is one trick here. And it is the trick that we are going to use to go through every single video. If we type in the word blank, every video by default had the word blank as a user tag before you typed anything in it. In fact, you could have just left it in there. And it wasn't blank as in it is blank. It's blank as in the word blank is a user tag. And so it wouldn't be anything to say delete the word blank after watching a video and see.
What about us?
So the one video that we missed was us. We would have had to search what about us. One of those words. Let's see. To test that, why not? We just search that. What? Is that the video?
What about us?
So what would have brought it out? About would have brought it about. I think.
What about us?
And would have us brought it about.
What about us?
Yeah. So I didn't search any of those. Now we need the blank for the power of these 9 entries. These 9 entries right now that fill this section. This is where what we believe happened could totally turn around and just mess us up. We could be totally wrong. Let's do it.
Sorry. Yeah, I get it. Yes.
See, that's the problem. Sorry, I get it. Yes. And the rest are probably just going to be yes, no answers.
Yes.
Yeah, you could have never found this.
Yes.
Absolutely, that's what I thought this was going to do.
No.
Yes, no questions. Like any polygraph test, they are always yes/no questions, and without the
Yes.
answers, there's just no solution. There would have been no way to get to
Yes.
this one.
No. No. No.
And with that, we have everything. Okay. So we knew, I didn't know that that was going to be the case. That's one of my thoughts, though, was going to be the case. So now I am looking online for the other cheats that have been found. So we have admin unlock, admin let's see. It's talking about the not code and how in at least 2 clips the first instance spells BYD Hannah, which is probably by Hannah, and or body Hannah, but that wouldn't make sense because that'd be BDY. The second seems to be contextually likely, and then in another clip it says love you. So we had admin unlock, admin underscore unlock, which doesn't really unlock all of it, and then admin underscore random, which just gets you, I believe, a random video. Isn't that what it does? Admin, maybe I'm not spelling it right. Let me double check. No, it's spelled out completely. If anything, this game is a stickler. Yes, it is a random video. There we go. We can tell from that one. And then there's finally this. Admin share, which just popped up a email browser, or it tried to. Let's see. Sorry. See what this does. Nothing. Anywho. So there's probably some kind of email address in that. A real world email address, which I suspect you would be emailing the to the end, to the creator of the game. And then finally there's admin delete, which deletes your progress. So if I click here and delete session data, we're back here to the start anyways. So what's the difference between clicking that and typing in admin delete? While we're watching this slow boot up process. I have to admit this game is not very much of a game, and it can be frustrating in its in the way it's all done. So admin delete does the same thing, it seems like. I definitely enjoyed this as a new experiment, or an experimental style of game, but there's definitely some problems with it, with the interface. There's no gameplay mechanic here to really speak of. I played very, very thoroughly, and yet I was unable, and it was impossible to get a lot of the other things. I am noticing that when you type in admin delete, the settings for the video glare resets, where I think if you hit delete user session data, that stays. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. We'll double check here as we're going through it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this, and we still have some stuff to do. Because we know the blank trick, and that I want to go through all the videos pretty quickly and do just a run. Also, it does just save that for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode, and this is the end of our true play. But we're gonna run through it with the glare filter this time, so if you wanted to see what the videos look like with the glare filter, we're gonna just type in blank, and I kind of wish I could just type in admin play. Let's see. Admin unlock. Interesting. Admin. Auth. I may not actually be able to use these codes. Let's see, unlock. Wow. No, it doesn't seem like I can use it at all. Huh. And that's very interesting, that at the beginning when we reset everything, you can't even admin unlock. Yeah. It doesn't allow it. It does not allow it at all. You have to beat the game once. What a strange way to do it. There's definitely some strangeness here as far as this game. There's not really a lot more to say. It's the story that makes this worth playing at all. If the story was bad, if the story wasn't intriguing, we would have burned out of it a lot faster than I probably already did burn out on it. There was a little too much there. There was no satisfactory reason for that question and answer thing. The real thing that's missing here is, why can we not ever see the questions? If we could have typed in admin questions and then there was twice as many videos in there asking the questions, or a text on any of that, that would be great. But with what we've got, the lie detector segment is actually pointless. It's just a pointless add-on thing that's irritating that it even exists, and that's really frustrating. I thought we would get a big reveal. It would be nice if the game at some point would have just taken our hand a little bit and told that at least the game's theory of what happened, at least somebody's theory of what happened, just confirmed even a few details. I know it's supposed to be all open-ended, and I know that's supposed to get people talking and all, but I just don't like that open-ended way of doing things so that people can argue about it on the internet for all eternity. My ending, the ending that feels right to me, is that Eve and Hannah were twins. They were a little crazy. Eve stalled for time to protect Hannah, and probably went to jail for it, and probably had the baby in jail, and then Sarah grew up with a guy that they call Sam Barlow, in the game, on the internet, but I don't know who Sam Barlow is, because there's no coming up with a Barlow. There's no Barlow mentioned in this game. There's no Sam mentioned in this game. So why the internet has the interest of calling SB Sam Barlow, I don't know. For all I know, it could be Scott Bakula. So I don't get where that name comes up. Let me know in the comments if anybody wants to explain that one to me. Overall, I kind of hope this is the first game that this team, this creator or creator has ever made, and I look forward to seeing him improve upon it. I think there's definitely work for the writer here, definitely work for whoever came up with the concept, but there needs to be some improvements on making this actually a game. This barely even makes it a game. I would legitimately argue with people to say if the mirror game was not in here, it wouldn't even be a game. This would be a database simulation tool. This would be a work simulation. And I'm not saying like a simulator game, I'm saying like an actual simulation of something somebody actually would do as a job. I did way too many user tags in this, obviously. Tagging by the shirt color and all that didn't help really at all. It helped clear things up in my mind, but it was only the things that had links in it. The things that I tagged as murder link or twins link or drink link. Even the drink links really did come about, and the like bruise link. Those were the important things. Tagging it for the date was pointless. It should have been in the game by default anyways. That would have made it a lot easier to search, but it would have also then made it probably too easy. But I don't know if you can really go too easy on this, because by the time we were at the end, we couldn't find that last video for the life of us, because the response was just some ridiculous unimportant keywords. Half of these videos that we saw were unimportant responses, particularly since we don't know what the questions are. Well, anywho, that's going to be it for this recording, and we will start a straight run through next recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.